The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Good moo! Oh, you found your moo!
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Crazy.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been new out that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
freakers.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. I was doing so good tonight, too.
Drops, retard. Robocock. Fight back! Fight back!
Hey, punk, you got another one to do if you still want that ad money, so let's go! Mamma mia.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
All right. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in close. Come on, let's go. We got to bring it in. I understand. Listen, I get it, man. It's Monday. Nobody fucking likes Monday. Okay, I get it. Nobody likes Monday whatsoever. But you know what? We got to hang out anyway. We got to hang out anyway. We got to shoot the shit. We got to talk about some games. We got to talk about some nonsense. So bring it in. Let's go. But remember the one most important thing of this entire month.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
Fuck, that's nightmare fuel. I can't. Every time I see it, it's nightmare fuel. All right, guys, listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like the stream. Like it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, was that the intro segment? First time watching live, and that was funny as hell. Yes, sir, it was. If you're watching anywhere else, you're good. So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. Don't let it happen to you. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Guys, we got some stories today. We got some interesting stories. We also got some interesting indie games that I want to take a look at today. But what are you guys checking today? Let's see. We got grilled chicken cheese sandwich check. Very nice. That sounds very good. Very good. I'm jealous a little bit. Don't touch the turkey check. I agree. Help the bros check. You should, just not in the way that, you know, some people like to do. Bad joke time check. No, it's not. We're okay without that. Expedition 33 Game of the Year check. Hopefully not. So I can win my bet. Hopefully not. New profile picture check. Very nice. Very nice, Valkyrie. I see that. Redhead check. No Nut November check. Yeah, you know you lost that on the first day. Come on, let's be real. Blood-sucking sand snails check. That sounds terrifying. Why would you bring that in here? Merry Christmas check. Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas. Jesus Christ, man. Mikey is a fig check. Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. Getting what is that? Getting Renaissance Fair tickets check. Very nice. Good for you. That's awesome. Playing Ninja Saviors check. Very nice. Very nice. Duck off getting serious check. Bro, I'm ready for the next area in Duck off. I just don't know how to get there. I'm figuring it out though. Turkey touch me check. No, we didn't. Stop lying. No donos check. Old man Cat says no more donos. So guess what, guys? That means this will be the last stream officially. We're shutting down business. That's it. That's it. The hate watchers get what they want. No more donos. Shutting down the business. Moving on.
Fuck, he got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Like the stream. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do. And people that swear that they don't watch me all the time to just count the donos and be an unofficial moderator, and yet they're in here literally all of the time. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Is the super chat bar already at 318? I don't think that's accurate. I don't think I reset it because I'm retarded. I'm going to reset it after this. Don't worry. We got Odin Dark II touching the turkey, of course. Glowmide Prince. What's up, Glowmide Prince? Democulus over on Rumble accusing YouTube of touching the turkey. Uh-oh. That's not good. David says I still have pumpkin on me. Death Star. Gamer Nurse Gale. That's fucked up. CB Lifeform. Schizosaurus, who is literally fucking the turkey. My God. My God, man. You just proved Rumble right. My God. We got Melfino. We got Melody Johnson. We got Creepier07. Valkyrie with the new profile picture. We got Loke Z420 over on Rumble. We got Y 8021. We got Limitless Andre. King Demon Wing, what's up, bro? Haven't seen you in a little bit, unless I've been blind. Hope you are okay, man. Hope you've been well. We got Chaotic Holy. We got, wait a sec. I just realized King Demon Wing is literally nutting on the fucking turkey. God, Jesus Christ, bro. What is going on, man? We got Phil Espa. Roll some joint. We got Nocturnal. Ravenous. Says Squall. We got Archangelus. We got Dylan B. Gamer Nurse Gale. We got Panthera. We got Sleeping Nova. Genetic Explorer over on Rumble. 17 Crash. What's up, man? We got Shinfil. We got John Peterson. We got Ali Kusanagi. Jay Sims. Setsuna Shadow. What's up, man? How you doing? We got Crash Collins on Rumble. We got the Benjar. Ryan Young. Colonel Ruv. Lionheart Cowboy. Who else is here? Crippled Snorlax. We got, he's already trying to protect himself. It's amazing, by the way. We got who else is here? Little Jim's Halo. We got Almonte Observatory. We got Moogle. Deidre over on Rumble. The Voice in the Water. We got Randall Hess. Nick Havoc. We got the Gaming Mason. We got Anubis Hentai Hades. What's up, dude? We got Deku Leader. We got Zelosi. Sega Main. What's up, man? 2K GameCuber. Pizza Cat Lead. Matthew Watson. We got A Kickin' Donuts. What's up, man? We got Toxin. What's going on, man? I lost it the first minute. Yeah, I'm not surprised. We got Old Man Cad. We got Soul Reaper 2078. Melodic Method. What's up, dude? That's interesting. Adam Juman over on Rumble. That's also interesting. We got John Peterson. Hypnotic Rapture. Bay Chicago over on Rumble. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people, and then we got to get on with the show, man. We got to get on with the show. We got let's scroll down. Let's get some new people. How the fuck do you say this? Salmazon? Salmazon. I'm just gonna go with that. We got who's a new person? Not new, but Fluffy Murder Machine with the sigh. Sleepy Bookworms, there you go. Just read the title of the stream. What is Square Enix threatening to sue over? Guys, we're gonna stop everything and answer this question so that he can get his information and leave the stream. Ready? Nothing. You'll find out. We got Frenchie07. Bonjour. We got Magdi. T-Ball Gaming. Who else? Let's see. We got Radio Chimp. Ryoma Tubes. And last but not least, we got Marius. Philip. And Commander Sonok. And the True Aztec Warrior. And Torinol over on Rumble, who says I can't see him. All right, boys. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member and let's see who is going to get the massive money shot today. Who is it going to be? Let's go. Come on. Who is it going to be? And try your best to get a new person. Hashtag stay toxic. Make it happen. Let's find out. We got Voice of the Water. No IGN, no Diddy, no Newsom. In honor of Metatron, summon 10 Roman legions to protect me, and then send them against whoever is down by 5, invoking Bologna's blessing to assure victory in the upcoming battle. That is fucking epic, bro. That is legitimately epic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy shit.
In the fucking coffee cup, bro. Come on. Colonel Ruv. You were banned before. And the moment your ban gets lifted because we're in a new month, suddenly you got your coffee out, wanting some cream. You want some cream already? You can't help yourself, Colonel Ruv? God damn it, man. This you know that was on purpose, right? I just hope you guys understand. Congratulations to Colonel Ruv. You are the recipients of the money shot today.
What the?
Hit the stream. Like the stream. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot that we got to talk about today. All right, we got a lot we got to talk about today. We are going to be covering some of the main topics we're going to be covering is number one, we're going to talk about EA a little bit. We're going to be covering how, this whole thing with the EA buyout's pretty hilarious, by the way. It's kind of making all of the wokies melt down because they think that suddenly the company is going to just magically drop all the, DEI nonsense they've been shilling for God knows how long. They've even, basically the Sims director says that diversity isn't just critical. It is existential for the business. Love is love and people are people. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to cover exactly what the fuck that means. And also EA in general says they're going to keep creative control even if Saudi Arabia sale does in fact go through. They're trying to ensure everybody that don't worry, DEI is going to be here to stay in EA. Even at the basic level, at least for some of their games anyway, because as some of their other games, not so much, depending on if they want money or not. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Ghosts of Antifa, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about Ghosts of Antifa. The journalists are starting to slowly but surely do the same exact thing that they did with Dragon Age: The Veilguard, which is at first they shielded for a 10 out of 10 perfect game. And then, a month or two later, what ends up happening? Well, the money runs dry, and all of a sudden it becomes, well, you know what? This game is actually not perfect. Here's some problems with the game. And then another couple of months later, guess what's going to happen? You know what? We're going to change our score. It's starting to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to happen. So we're going to cover exactly what's going on with Ghosts of Antifa. And we're also going to cover the fact that people are melting down over the fact that Game Informer is now slowly but surely turning its back on Antifa, right? You got people in the comment section over on X losing their fucking minds and calling them all kinds of names. It's great. It's honestly great. You love to see it. So we're going to talk about it. We are also going to talk about Square Enix, right? But in this situation, it's not just Square Enix. It's Square Enix, it's Bandai Namco, and there's other Japanese studios that are threatening lawsuits. Very curious as to why. We're going to talk about it. Don't worry. And no, it doesn't have to do with Dragon Quest because I already covered that. On top of other things, boys, we got a lot of fast topics we got to go over. We got some NetEase studio closures, which I find interesting. We got Saints Row 1 director writing a script for a prequel. And God knows, considering what happened with the last Saints Row, I don't want to see anything related to it, personally. But unfortunately, it looks like we might have to. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to talk some Arc Raiders, and we're also going to talk Heart Machine. Remember Heart Machine, the studio that laid off a bunch of staff a couple of days ago? This is twice in 1 month, right? They're basically out there begging people to buy their new game. It's honestly incredible. It's incredible. So with all that being said, let's get into the number one segment on YouTube. No retards of the day today. Number one segment on Rumble. Number one segment all around the galaxy. This segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right. And within 30 seconds, I reset the trust fund bank properly. You got to be fast. You got to be fast, boys. All right, we got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. This is their favorite part. Unofficial moderators, are you ready? Unofficial moderators, are you ready to count? Are you ready?
You got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
Guys, make sure to like the stream for the unofficial moderators. They're in here. Make sure you say hello. We got Old Man Cat starting us off with an absolutely massive membership train of a 20 membership hyper banger. Holy shit.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Old Man Cad with the 20 membership hyper banger. And considering he's the first one to throw in a membership banger on the stream, well, you already know what that means. Shout out to Old Man Cat. A 20 membership hyper banger. I appreciate that, brother. Maybe we'll get a lot of memberships today. That's a good sign. We got Philip with a 2. A dyslexic man walks into a bra. I see what you did there. And the profile picture just makes it that much worse. Thank you. I appreciate that. Subtle Deviancy becomes a member. All on his own. Shout out to Subtle Deviancy. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You absolute fucking legend. And then we got Odin Dark with a 2. What do you get with a bra over binoculars? C cups. Oh my god, dude. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Thank you, Odin Dark. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we got Monkey Man 04 with 20 months of legendary status. Says a sweater I just bought was picking up a lot of static electricity. I decided to return it, and the guy gave me a new one free of charge. Nice one, Monkey Man. Nice one. Old Man Cad dropping a 10 membership mega banger. Look at this guy.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Old Man Cad dropping the 10 membership mega banger. I appreciate that, man. Fucking legendary. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we're going to have a membership train today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If not, Old Man Kaz doing it all on his own, like a legend. Thank you, brother. And then we got Soul Reaper 2078 for 18 months of legendary status. Why are hurricanes named after women? Because when they come, they're wet and wild. When they go, they take your house and car. Damn, that's sad, bro. That's fucking sad, bro. Holy shit. Every man's soul just cringed right now. Thank you, Soul Reaper. Appreciate that, man. Ali Kusanagi gifting 1 membership. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that, man. And then we got Angels of Destiny with 6 months of legendary status. Saw the Chainsaw Man movie today. I thought it was really good. That's good. I'm waiting for it to come out on what do you call it? 4K or whatever. And I'm gonna pick it up. I don't think I'm gonna see it in theaters. But thank you, Angel of Destiny. I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. We got Gears. Gears with a 5 last night. Montreal elected a center-right woman of color and the Wokies are crying. Sounds like it was never about race and gender. Heart emoji. Tee-hee. This is them right now. You know it's true. Thank you, Gears. I appreciate that. We got Trey Burkhalter with a 5. Hypno, I was about to ask why you have a picture of a cam whore in the background with her wrinkly neck. But then I realized it was a turkey. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Shout out to Trey Burkhalter. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got Old Man Cat with a $100 Red Boy Hyper.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
He says, give me my Asians until you get goth Latinas or Adeptas Horitas Hotties. This motherfucker says Adeptas Horitas Hotties, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, sir. You want some Japanese goth girls? Not a problem. Enjoy.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy Hyper Banger.
Shout out to Old Man Cat with the $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. Fucking legend you are. Legend you are. Then we got Colonel Ruff with a 5. Says, wait, I was banned? Yes. You were banned from the money shot. You kept getting money shotted way too much last month, so I banned you until the next month. And then look who gets money shotted. You! In your coffee. You bastard. It's okay. You're not banned yet, but if you keep doing that, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Shout out to Colonel Ruff. We got Backbone with 8 months. Says here for 8 months of legendary status. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. We got Cheeky Meeple becoming a member all on her own. Shout out to Cheeky Meeple. Is it Cheeky Meeple or Cheeky Meeple OG? I don't know. I'm gonna say Cheeky Meeple. Shout out to Cheeky Meeple. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Big Army. Oh man, Colonel Ruff is mad. He's like, okay then. Colonel Ruff, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. You're not banned, bro. It's okay. It's okay. You want some more cream? You want some more cream, Colonel Ruff? It's okay. You're fine. Shout out to Cheeky Meeple. Thank you again for becoming a member and continuing the membership train that is followed up by King Demon Wing with a 10 membership.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to King Demon Wing. Thank you so much for continuing the membership train. Absolutely insane. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ron DFK. What a 5. Why does UK chili have only 239 beans? One more and it would be 240. Come on, bro. 240? Seriously? Seriously. Why shouldn't the Dutch flush wooden shoes? They clog the pipes. God damn it, man. God damn it. That's 2 for 1, Ron. 2 for 1. And then Cheeky Meeple continues the membership train with a 5 membership banger right after.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
That is legendary. Cheeky Meeple joins the Bigot Army on her own and then drops a 5 membership banger right after that. Thank you, Cheeky Meeple. I appreciate that very much. Legendary. Thank you. And then we got Super Kitty adding a membership to the membership train. Thank you so much, Super Kitty. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Legendary pussy. And then we got Connor Girardi with 3 months. What do you get when a donkey crosses with a horse? Half-ass. God damn it. God damn it, Connor. Come on, Connor. Seriously? God damn. Biolty Wolf 19 with a 5 for missing my first one. What's the best way to fix a broken pumpkin? Use a pumpkin patch. What are you talking about missing your first one? Fucking StreamYards, man. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. But you get this. There you go. Beautiful Zexa with a 5. I called my aunt today, and she told me to put away all the Halloween decorations and already put all the Christmas decorations. No respect for the turkey. Zero. There's zero respect for the fucking turkey, man. Again, just a reminder.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
Shit. That shit is so scary, bro. That's scarier than any fucking horror game I've ever played. Oh my god. Barry Stroud with a 5. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. You serious? This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing right now? Michael Reinhardt Gaming for 9 months of legendary status. Here's my old man card. Oh shit. You hear that, old man cat? You hear that, old man cat? Anubis Hentai Hades with a 2. Does that mean I'm off the Money Shop ban as well? Yes. Yes, all Money Shop bans clear in the new month. Dark Mistress becomes a member. All on her own. Shout out to Dark Mistress. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then we got Radio Chimp for 11 months saying 11 months. Am I being yelled at to do tier 2 already? Are we at tier 2 already? How is that possible? How is that? We're at tier 2 already. How is that possible? Holy shit. Shout out to you guys, man. Holy crap. We already at tier 2. How the hell is that even possible? I have no idea. I have legitimately no idea. It's got to be the membership train. Probably. Because the membership train is pretty strong today. Holy shit, guys. Thank you so much, man. We uwooed before we even got to the topics. Soul Reaper says, don't question the uwoo. I have to. I have to. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sincerely. Speaking of membership train, Melodic Method dropping a 5 membership banger on the chat.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Melodic Method. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that. And then last but not least on YouTube, before we move over to Rumble, we got Randall Hess with 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you so much, Randall Hess. I appreciate that, man. Every membership counts. Every bit counts. Let's go over to Rumble now. We got Crash Collins with $1 saying $1. And then right after that, Crash Collins with a $100 Red Boy. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's a way of life. Mucha lucha. Shout out to Crash Collins. He says, here's the Red Boy you should have gotten when you debuted the Elf Girl clip. But Rumble be weird sometimes. Dude, legendary.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
to Crash Collins with that Red Boy Hyperbanger. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Legendary, man. Holy shit. Maybe that's why we got to tier 2 so fast. I didn't realize so many people dropped bangers today. Holy crap, man. We got DJ Conic with a membership. Thank you so much, DJ Conic. I appreciate that. Then another membership from DJ Conic. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Adam Jimmy with $1. Time for Saints Row to be on death row. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Don't worry. Deadeye's Lock with $1. How many lawsuits does it take to register for stupidity? Soldier Boy's upcoming copyright grift never afforded his CBT costs. Oh, I forgot to add that to the docket. I was going to talk about that. I mean, I'll bring that up later, actually. Deadeye's Lock with $1. When you get a girl that says, I am the table, tell her how you could be the table when you can't even have food stamps to provide. Oof. Damn, bro. That was rough.
Holy shit.
That was rough, bro. God damn. God damn. Fair enough. All right. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we're fully caught up. Let me just double check, man. Hold on. Yes, we are fully caught up. Thank you guys so much for the legendary pre-stream support. You guys are insane in all the best ways. All right, let's get to the fast topics. But first, we are going to start off, if you guys will allow me to, we're going to start off with some indie games, okay? The first one we're going to start off with is a game called Routine, which apparently releases early December. And Routine is a sci-fi horror game, which immediately, that piqued my interest, like, right away. This game was announced also a long time ago, by the way, in 2012. So they've been cooking this for quite a while. This is something that when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I bookmarked it, and I wanted to showcase it to you guys and see what's going on here. Let's check it out. Spooky month is every month, baby. That's just a fact. Oh, yeah. Let's go. The fuck? So one thing I'll say, first off, it's on Game Pass for the people who don't want to buy it. One thing I will say is, man, games like this, okay, with visuals like this are just proving that the line between AAA and indie is blurring, bro. It is blurring. As technology gets better and smaller teams are able to accomplish more on their own, especially if they're dedicated, creative, and skilled, the line is blurring. It is blurring big time. If somebody were to tell me that this was a unannounced AAA game or something like that, I would probably be fooled by the graphics, to be real with you. But it is unbelievable what people are able to actually accomplish on a small team. And again, I don't know how small this team is. I don't even know if it's a one-man team or whatever. But I got to be honest with you, man. It is becoming blurred in the sense that it's hard to tell like what is AAA and what's indie anymore, just from quality, which is more of a plus for indie and more of a negative for AAA, in my opinion. So I saw this game and I wanted to showcase it to you guys because this is right up my alley, man. I finished. Obviously, you guys, if you watched me on Hypnotic Gaming Live, you would know I played Still Wakes to Deep. And the graphics in that game were unbelievable. Obviously, the entire visuals, the atmosphere, all of it was top tier stuff. So this is very similar, and this is in my favorite genre, which is sci-fi. Absolutely fucking love sci-fi. Sci-fi horror is my favorite. I don't get enough of it, sadly, but it is by far my favorite. So looks good. Let's look at another one. I think I have another game lined up. Hold on, let's check. Shout out to Toasty. Toasty with the 189. Thank you so much, Toasty. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Let's get into this. Thank you, Toasty. I appreciate the 189. Speedy Cake with a 10. Did you hear about the old man who had phone sex? He got hearing aids. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's check the next one. So this is another game that I saw that I was slightly interested in. Piqued my interest, okay? Piqued my interest. This one comes from Howlbird Studios. And the game is called Mariachi. Oh my God, I fucked that up. Mariachi Legends. There you go. And when I saw this, they were kind of describing their game. And you know what I love? I love that as for the last like almost year since I've stopped arguing with people on Twitter, my Twitter page has been curated into nothing but like indie game showcases. So that's all I see 80% of the time on my homepage now. It's great. It's great. Which is why I have so many games to showcase to you guys every day, because it's fucking awesome. I saw this and they said tight combos and finishers, level up loot and unlock abilities, day and night exploration that shifts routes, enemies and pacing, handcrafted pixel art and animation, honoring Mexican culture, stay rooted in life, death, and food. So I was like, okay, sounds cool. What is this about? So let's check it out. Mariachi Legends. Let's see. See some Mexican. Is it gonna be like guacamole, whatever it's called? Oh, he cut his ass in half, bro. Holy shit. La Sombra. Pablo. I like the music. Oh, shit. Oh, please tell me he does the Salt Bay thing. Please tell me he does the Salt Bay thing. That'll be hilarious. Ah, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity for a meme to do the Salt Bay thing. Come on, man. Isabella.
Tu familia no merece pagar estas consecuencias.
Oh, talk to me, lady. Talk to me. Yes, let's go.
¿Qué quieres conmigo?
Javier. This man looks like fucking the Mexican Odin, bro. This is the Mexican Odin, but he's Javier. Emiliano? Oh, shit. Bro, this game has a lot of characters. This is really good, in my opinion. That was fucking amazing. When's it coming out? Do you know? Oh. Oh, shit. That was badass. Bro, that was so badass. What is it coming out on? So, the Nintendo Switch and Steam only. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was hoping it would come out on more consoles for players, but it looks like just a Nintendo Switch right now and Steam only. So I think this looks fucking cool, in my opinion. I think that this is something that I would definitely end up playing for sure, without a doubt. The art style is fantastic. The music is fucking badass. It has Mexican Odin, which is an immediate win for me. And the combat looks like a lot of fun. The main character looks pretty cool too. I wonder if you could use guns. I saw you could use like a whip kind of thing or something and some blades, but I don't know about guns. And it looks like it has roguelike elements to it. Not sure, but it looks overall pretty fucking cool. So definitely gonna check this out. But I wanted to share that with you. The game is called Moriarty Legends. So if you want to wishlist it, you're more than welcome to do so. I don't think they have a release date quite yet. So whenever I get one, I will make sure to let you guys know. All right, boys, let's get into the fast topics. Fast topic numero uno. Since it was brought up, I might as well bring it up. Might as well. Soulja Boy is at it again, boys. He's at it again. He's at it again. Somebody needs to stop him. Somebody needs to stop Soulja Boy right now. All right, he is at it again. Angmar says, Hypnotic, you should add to your docket longevity yin and yang. I will try my best, sir. I would try my best. Soulja Boy's at it again, boys. Okay? He is trying to sell another console again. He's already been accused of ripping off an existing handheld. And the people say that he does not have permission to rebrand our products and sell them as his own. Now, you know what's hilarious about this, by the way? What's hilarious about this is that the people that are saying he doesn't have permission to steal their product and rebrand it as his own are the ones who have a whole bunch of emulated Nintendo games on their handhelds, which they don't have permission to do either. I'm just saying it's pretty fucking hilarious, man. The pot's calling the kettle black, but you know, regardless, it is what it is. So rapper Soulja Boy is back at it, and by it, I mean selling video game consoles that seem to be rebranded versions of existing game consoles. Just like that, all is right in the world. In case this is all new and confusing to you, Soulja Boy started selling white label Chinese retro emulators under his Soulja Game brand back in 2018. We charitably called him questionably legal back then, and it seems the ensuing years have done little to make the Crank That rapper want to appease his critics. Despite once facing legal threats from Nintendo and subsequently pulling his Soulja Game consoles from stores, over on its official website, you'll see 3 different retro game consoles, with the newest being the Soulja Game Flip, and the boy howdy, how does it look a lot like Retroid Pocket Flip 2? Just as the Soulja Game X resembles the Retroid Pocket 4. Here's a side-by-side of the Retro Pocket Flip 2 next to the Soulja Game Flip, according to pictures pulled from each product's respective website. All right, so this is... The fuck? Is that... Hold on. So the Retroid Pocket Flip 2... Okay, so this is the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. And this is the Soulja Game Flip. Bro, come on! Come on, Soulja! At first, I thought it was the same thing, and then I realized it is the same thing. Bro, he literally took the same picture from the website of Retroid Pocket Flip 2. That is crazy, bro. Oh my God. Yo, he does not care, bro. Shout out to Soulja Boy. He does not give a fuck. You got to respect it to a degree. In case you're zooming in the above images trying to spot the difference, you can probably stop now. They look pretty much exactly the same, and the specs listed are identical. Both handhelds have 5.5-inch 1080p AMO LED screens, SD 865 processors, and 8 gigs of RAM. The only difference initially was the price. Soulja Boy's console originally cost more than $400, but he's now taken it down to a comparatively modest ask of $200, which is right about what the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 costs. Bro, this guy wanted $400 for this? Are you insane? This guy, like, this is literal grifting. I hope you guys understand that, right? Like, when people call others grifters, they're trying to lump you up with people like this. This is literally grifting. The rapper has been shockingly persistent in pursuing his drop-shipped retro games console venture, but the fate of the Soulja Game Flip is questionable at best. Reviews of other Soulja Game consoles are near universally negative, and worse yet, Retroid has issued a statement to Retro Dodo blasting what is labeled as a rebranded Pocket Flip 2. This is their statement. I didn't know about this, the spokesperson said. This is not any kind of official licensing deal. He does not have permission to rebrand our products and sell them as his own. The Retroid Pocket Flip 2 is patented in the US by ourselves. Guys, I want you to understand that the person who is a spokesperson who is saying that they don't have permission, like Soulja Boy doesn't have permission. I hope people understand that they also don't have permission to sell the games that they're selling. They have emulated Nintendo games on their console that they're not allowed to be, reselling, and they do it anyway. So it just goes to show. It's fucking hilarious. So, yep, this is top tier fucking trolling, and Soulja Boy's at it again, boys. He is at it again. He must be stopped. He must be stopped. All right, next one. Let's talk about NetEase. So NetEase, one of the most profitable companies out there, is closing down one of its studios. After only 2 years of being around, by the way. NetEase is closing, as per head Greg Street, a Fantastic Pixel Castle will be shutting down as of November 17th. It's likely that the entirety of the staff at the studio will be made redundant. While there is still a chance we could secure funding after that date, it will depend on how much of the team remains. Street said on LinkedIn, while we'd love to make our game, our first priority is to help our developers find employment. Whether that's an indie studio, Fantastic Pixel Castle 2, or at many of the other fine and hopefully staple game and tech companies out there. Fantastic Pixel Castle was formed in 2023 by NetEase and has been working on a AAA fantasy MMORPG, or MMO in general, codenamed Ghost. Prior to heading Fantastic Pixel Castle, Street was lead systems designer on World of Warcraft. To the literally dozens of people who reached out trying to help us raise capital, or through introductions to people who could, you humble me. He continued, there is still a chance one of them works out, and it really only takes one. To our supporters at NetEase, thank you for taking a chance on us. Kind of crazy, but you know what? I mean, again, ladies and gentlemen, the gaming industry is a volatile place for the last 2 years, and it will continue to be so. And again, notice how they say that they are struggling to raise capital, which is just more proof of what I've been saying for the longest time, that subsidization is near impossible these days, right? It is near impossible these days, unfortunately, for a lot of these studios. They used to rely on the subsidization to stay alive. Now they don't have that subsidization, so they don't have the ability to waste anybody else's money. So basically, welcome home.
Welcome home!
All right, next up, boys. This is a big one. Let's talk about this, man. The Golden Joystick Awards, ladies and gentlemen. So, for those of you that are unaware, I have a bet going with Smash JT, which is damn near all year, by the way. I feel like I have a bet going with him all the time. But me and Smash JT have a bet, okay? And I'm going to remind everybody what the bet is. The bet is the following. At the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, okay, has to be specifically Jeff Keighley's Game Awards. And Smash has been coping because he's like, look, this game won, at, I don't know, XYZ Game Awards at the Asian show. And I'm like, it's got to be Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, okay? So the bet is the following. He says that at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, Expedition 33 is going to win Game of the Year. And I am betting against him and saying that it is not going to win Game of the Year, right? That was the initial bet. And then we amended the bet, and I said, I'll bet you another 100 that Ghost of Yotei wins Game of the Year at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, right? So it's a two-sided bet. So if Smash loses and Expedition 33 is not Game of the Year, he still has a chance to at least not owe me any money, because I could still be wrong and Ghost of Yotei not win Game of the Year, right? So it's a two-sided bet for me, and it's pretty much like a one-sided bet for him for the most part. So pretty interesting bet that we have going on, okay? But with all that being said, the Golden Joystick Awards have now officially launched the Ultimate Game of the Year Award, where people can start voting, okay? And now we know who all the nominees for this particular award is, and we're going to name the following, okay? Ultimate Game of the Year. We got Split Fiction, okay? Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. We got Peak. Happy to see an indie game up there, by the way. Especially a game like this. That's great. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Expedition 33. Blueprints. I have no idea what the fuck Blueprints is. I need to check that out. Silent Hill F. Get that shit out of here, bro. Why is that up here? Like, who are you fooling? Ghost of Yotei, by the way. Indiana Jones in the Great Circle. And keep in mind, Ghost of Yotei like literally came out, and it's already up there for Ultimate Game of the Year, by the way. So there you go. Hades 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hollow Knight Silk Song, which again, another indie game that I'm happy to see up there. So the indies are just fucking killing it this year. It's unbelievable. Somebody in the chat said, fuck, where did it go? Where did it go? No, the chat's moving fast. Where did it go? Fuck. Oh, here we go. How are you sure it won't be Death Stranding 2 as it is Kojima? So, if I'm not mistaken, Death Stranding, the first game, got snubbed all the way back in, I think, 2019 for a Game of the Year. Okay? So that's the reason why. I understand the relationship with Kojima and Jeff Keighley. I get that. But that is the reason why I didn't say that Death Stranding 2 was going to win Game of the Year. That's the reason why. Okay? So, because in my opinion, it is always in my thought that Sony sweeps the show, because at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, it's practically sponsored by Sony at this point. So that's why I went with Ghost of Yotei, okay, and not Death Stranding 2. But yeah, Death Stranding 1 got snubbed for Game of the Year, so it didn't win. Notice how Assassin's Creed Shadows is not on this list, though. Isn't that interesting? Right? Assassin's Creed Shadows, I don't think I've seen it show up on any list for any award show. And this is a video game that all the journalists tried to convince you was like the most amazing thing ever. You know? It's a modern, important story. You know? So, in any case, best storytelling, Expedition 33, Silent Hill F, Blueprints, Mafia: The Old Country, Lost Records. Get this shit out of here, bro. Lost Records Bloom and Rage was notoriously hated even by the wokies that the game was aiming to appease. Why the fuck is this game up here for best storytelling with games like Expedition? Even Silent Hill F has a way better story. What? Get this shit out of here. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, bro? This game was hated. Anyway, I'm not even going to bother. Best multiplayer game. This should be a good one. So you got Battlefield 6, Peak, Elden Ring Night Rain, Split Fiction, Mario Kart World, Rematch. You know, Rematch is a game that I've been meaning to try, and I've had no time. I've had literally no fucking time, sadly. I would love to try it. It looked pretty cool. I think Battlefield 6 is probably going to take that, logically. Or Peak might take it, because Peak was also pretty big in terms of virality and how many people actually enjoyed it. But obviously, Battlefield 6 has the numbers on their side. Split Fiction was a fantastic game. Had a lot of fun playing it. From a multiplayer perspective, I think it runs really well. It does everything really well. Mario Kart World, fucking more Mario Kart, bro. Come on, who are we really trying to convince here? Best visual design, Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Expedition 33. The Midnight Walk, which I played, by the way, fantastic visual designs. Absolutely deserves to be up there. Ghost of Your Gay, Sword of the Sea. Oh, look, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's go. Congratulations. Best indie game. Oh, here we go. This should be an interesting one. Blueprints, Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector, Wanderstop, Skin Deep, Despolate, Hurdling, Abiotic Factor, Baby Steps, Caves of Cood, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I'm hoping Deep Rock wins. How many hours do I have in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor so far? I think it's like almost 60 hours. It's crazy, bro. I've been cracking out on that game. I literally play it all the time. Best indie game, specifically self-published though. Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, Sword of the Sea, Peak, Keep Driving, Spilled, Lonely Mountain Snow Riders. Oh shit. Sounds like Kata's adventures during a wedding. God knows he goes up to those lonely mountains and he rides. Anyway. Deltarune, Promise Mascot Agency, Consume me. Hey, yo. What are we doing? 60 hours, that's rookie numbers? Bro, Hexen, I only have enough time to play so many games, okay? Like I'm splitting my time right now between 6 games, I think. I think it's 6 games or something like that. What have I been playing lately? I'm trying to think. Tormented Souls, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Escape from Duck Off, the RV There Yet, obviously I played. Arc Raiders I've been playing right now. Battlefield 6 I still play. Ball X Pit I'm still playing right now. And I'm trying to get platinum in Marvel Spider-Man because I had platinum on PS5 ages ago. And I was like, you know what? It's an easy platinum. Let me just go for it. So I have like 25, 30 hours in that game just trying to platinum in right now. I've been literally playing like a ton of fucking games, bro. Non-stop. It's insane. Anyway. What else we got? Still playing award. We got Minecraft, Dead by Daylight, Helldivers 2, Naraka Blade Point, Satisfactory, Call of Duty Warzone, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, GTA Online, Warframe. I hate this category because this category always has the same fucking games all the time. And I understand, like, that's the whole point of it, but still, it's so gay, bro. It's so gay. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is not on the list. This is probably the first time in a long time 14 has not been on a still playing multiplayer list. That's crazy, bro. That game has fallen off so goddamn hard. It's terrible. Still playing award mobile. Call of Duty Mobile, Pokemon Go, Subway Surfers, Clash Royale, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Roblox. Get this shit out of here. Free Fire, PUBG Mobile. It's literally the same fucking games. This is the same games all the time in these 2 categories. Best Remake, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, Trails in the Sky, First Chapter, The Talos Principle, Reawakened, Gears of War Reloaded, Tony Hawk's Pro. This is a stacked list. This is a stacked list of remakes and remasters because a lot of these were pretty solid, right? Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater was pretty solid. Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, pretty solid. Trails in the Sky, First Chapter, pretty good, right? Never played this Talos Principle, so I can't speak on that. Gears of War Reloaded, I heard was pretty fucking mid. Like it wasn't that great of a remaster. And then Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, people were liking that. So I don't know, but I think Metal Gear is. I think it's gonna be these 2. One of these 2, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, or the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. Most likely the Elder Scrolls, just to be fair with you, because like overall project and scope, I think it's more impressive from the Elder Scrolls than Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Even though I loved Snake Eater, don't get me wrong. Studio of the Year. Okay, here we go. Team Cherry, Standfall Interactive, Aggro Crab and Landfall, Blooper Team, Slow Clap, and Rebellion. So right off the bat, considering how much the mainstream industry has been shilling this studio, I'm going to make the prediction that it's going to be Blooper Team. I don't know why. I know everybody's going to say Sandfall Interactive. I know you are. I know you're going to say it. I hear you. But I'm going to say Blooper Team. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go against the grain and I'm going to say it's Blooper Team. Just watch. We'll see. It could be Team Cherry too. It could be Team Cherry, but we'll see. Smash says, nah, Sandfall for sure. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. Best game expansion. Oh, here we go. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of the Gaze. Liza P. Overture, No Man's Sky Voyagers. Adam Fall Story Expansion Pack, The Red Strain. Ooh, there's an expansion for that? Nice. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Claws of Awaji. Still Wakes a Deep Siren's Rest. This one right here. And that is not a biased answer. Okay, it might be a little biased. It might be a little biased. We'll see. Best audio design: Ghost of Your Gay, Battlefield 6, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Dead Stranding 2 on the Beach, 2 Point Museum, and Chronos: The New Dawn. Best audio design: Chronos is pretty up there. I got to be honest with you, man. The sound effects, the music, the Stranger Things style vibe, like all of it hits pretty good. Battlefield 6 has great audio design in terms of the combat. Obviously, you hear every little fucking thing. You feel every little thing. Battlefield 6 is definitely up there. Never played Donkey Kong because I'm not a Nintendo shill. Like Smash? Just kidding. Death Stranding 2. I mean, Death Stranding 1 had amazing sound design. So if Death Stranding 2 is anything like that, then that's going to be up there too. So I'm surprised to not see like Expedition 33 on here or any of the, typical. I'm really surprised to not see that. But they are here for best soundtrack. Expedition 33, South of Midnight. Get this shit out of here, bro. It had okay music, not even close. Silent Hill F, Eric's Home, The Stolen Dream, Deltarune, Sword of the Sea. Bro, this is only going to be this. That's it. This one I can confidently say it's going to be Expedition 33. It should not even be close. Best lead performer. Jennifer English, Mael in Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Troy Baker in Indiana Jones and in The Great Circle. Tom McKay in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Alex Jordan as Jan Dolsky in The Altars. Erika Ishii. Oh, she's winning. She's winning. She's winning. Either she's winning or Mael's winning, but she's winning. Plain and simple. Best supporting performer. Troy Baker, Jim High in Kingdom Come Deliverance, Ben Starr in Expedition 33, Lucy Griffin in The Stolen Dream, Logan in Hades 2, Marios from Indiana Jones. Bro, how are you gonna, bro, really? How are you for those that come after? Bro, you're putting Verso in this? You're putting Verso in this, man? Yo, justice for Gustav, bro. Come on, man. Hashtag justice for Gustav. Why does he get ignored, bro? Come on, man. Put in Verso. Fuck Verso. Fuck Verso. That's crazy, man. Justice for Gustav. I'm going to start that hashtag right now. That's insane, man. That's insane. Anyway, PC Game of the Year. We already know these, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. Hollow Knight Silksong, The Altars, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Peak, Abiotic Factor, and Dune Awakening. So this is most likely going to be KCD 2, or is it going to be Hollow Knight Silksong? Most likely Hollow Knight Silksong, in my opinion. I don't know why the fuck The Altars is up there. Like, you need to get this shit out of there. You need to get that out of there, like, now. Console Game of the Year. Okay, here we go. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Monster Hunter Wilds. Get that shit out of here. Ghost of Your Gay. Dead Stranding 2 on the Beach. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and Mario Kart World. It's going to be Ghost of Your Gay. Telling you. And keep in mind, the Golden Joystick Awards is not as captured as the Jeff Keighley Awards. So if any of these games that I predict win in this, it's almost a guaranteed win at the Game Awards. Almost a guaranteed win. So we'll see. The best early access game. Grounded 2, Schedule 1, Nine Kings, Repo, Skate, and White Knuckle. Schedule 1. All day. Best gaming hardware. Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. What? How do you have the console and the controller as a separate entry? Bro, that's crazy. The fuck? Bro? WD Black, SN8100 NVMe SSD, Elgato Facecam 4K. Bro, this is random. This is random fucking hardware. Razer Blade 16, AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. Bro, how do you have Nintendo up here with the console and then the controller? That is crazy. That is double dipping. That is legit double dipping, bro. You're asking for Nintendo to win. Best game adaptation. Get this shit out of here, Devil May Cry. Arcane Season 2. Get this shit out of here. Last of Us Season 2. Get it out. A Minecraft movie. That's probably going to win. Secret Level. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh, no. Sonic should win. But to be real with you, the popularity is not even close, bro. Minecraft movie's going to win, in my opinion. Even though I know people like Sonic 3. I'm just being honest with you. Minecraft movie's going to win. It's more popular. It's way more popular. Best game trailer. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer number 2. Because that's all we've ever gotten. Battlefield 6 official launch live action trailer. Rhythm Doctor, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn. Romeo's a Dead Man. This is a really good trailer, by the way. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 official CGI trailer. Live a Life Medieval. That's tough. That's a tough one. I would probably give it to Romeo as a Dead Man because that was a really good trailer. That was a really good trailer. Either Romeo as a Dead Man or I would say Battlefield 6 live action was pretty good too. Is that the one where they blew up the fake skins making fun of Call of Duty? I don't remember. It's one of the two. Most wanted game, Grand Theft Auto 6. Moving on. it's not even close. That's like the most popular one. That's the most. Anyway, let's read it. Most wanted game, Grand Theft Auto 6, Resident Evil Requiem, The Witcher 4, Black Myth Zonkui. That's the one I want. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I'm actually looking forward to this game. I think this game looks cool. I really do. I have never been a Lego like player, like the games. I played some of the older ones, but I've never been into them really like that. But this game actually looks really cool. 007 First Light, which got gifted to the channel, by the way. So shout out to you guys. Exodus, Subnautica 2, Light No Fire, The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. Oh God. Sorrows, The Blood of Dawnwalker, which I don't know if I mentioned, but The Blood of Dawnwalker, I was really into it at first. But when I saw the gameplay trailer, my how do I put it? My overall interest in playing it went down a little bit because I think the combat just didn't sell me. And I'm hoping that the next trailer they release with the combat, I really hope it sells me because I was really hyped for it at first. And then I saw the combat. I'm like, not really, not really super sold on that quite yet. It looked a little bit odd to me. So I'm hoping the next trailer sells me a little bit more, but we'll see. Crimson Desert is the complete opposite. Crimson Desert, I had almost no interest in playing. And then as I looked at more and more trailers, I suddenly got erect. Okay, so like that, it's legitimately the opposite of Blood the Dawnwalker. I was erect at the beginning of Blood of the Dawnwalker, then I got flaccid. The complete opposite of Crimson Desert. Kingdom Hearts 4, why? So they could fuck up the story even more? No, thank you. Marvel's Wolverine. All right, who's lying here? Come on. Stop it. Hell Let Loose Vietnam. Odie Knock. That's another one. This is going to be a hard one for people. There's a lot of games people looking forward to on this list. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. I actually am looking forward to that, by the way. Residents of Plague Tale Legacy. That's a lot. That's a lot of games that people are looking forward to. For me, it's going to be Black Myth Zonkui and Crimson Desert, Odie Knock, Onimusha, and maybe 007, maybe, because I'm curious about it. Although I think they're really going to fuck that game up because the trailers were so bad in terms of just overall presentation, the lagginess of the trailer, everything. I feel like the game's going to run like shit, so I'm a little bit reserved on that. The Witcher 4, I am looking forward to, but again, considering how captured CD Projekt Red is, it all depends on what they put and not put into the game. So, but no, Resident Evil Requiem, I'm looking forward to also just to see how they end it. But the main ones I'm genuinely like super excited about: Black Myth Zonkui, without a doubt, and Crimson Desert, and Odie Knock, and Onimusha. Those are the four. Those are the four that I'm looking forward to by far. Is that it? I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with the Game of the Year category. I know Smash JT is going to be watching this with bated breath. And I just know if Expedition 33 wins, Smash is going to go into the gaming awards so fucking hyped. He's going to think he has it in the bag. He's going to be like, this is going to be an easy win. It won everywhere else. You never know, Smash. Jeff Keighley's full of surprises. I'm looking forward to that bet. I actually want to lose. I want to lose because I want Expedition 33 to be the one that wins. I've said this many times. But the truth is, I just don't think it will. Oh, look at Smash. Look at Smash talking shit. I'm quite confident even before that happening. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to be multi-streaming the The Game Awards. I'm gonna see if I can set something up with some of the guys from SNH, and you know how we all kind of like watched the Game Awards together last time. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna see if the guys would be down to do it. Maybe Smash, Cold Classic Cage, who else? Leon, everybody. We're gonna see if they would be down to do it. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a good time. And then we'll see who wins, man. We'll see who wins. Let's move on. That was pretty fun talking about that. You know what's not fun? Saints Row. At least not the new ones anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, watching from the RV is crazy, by the way, Glowmite Prince. You should clip that for later and see if it backfires on Smash. I have like 5 clips of Smash JT. Pretty much like guaranteeing a win with Expedition 33. So, I'm hoping I can utilize those in a nice, funny clip. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I lose. I don't know. We'll see. Saints Row 1's director is pitching a prequel that supposedly gets back to the roots of what made Saints Row 1 entertaining. But I mostly want to know what became of the Saints Row 2 PC patch whose developer died. I don't care about that. Guys, this is... Just let it die. Just let it die. Please let it die. Like you guys killed Saints Row. Please just let it die. Don't do another one. Can we stop him? Can somebody stop this man? Can somebody is that possible? Can we not have this guy do another Saints Row? I don't want this. Nobody wants this. Right? Volition is dead. They're all gone. Can we just not let this happen? I saw this article and I immediately thought of the Saints Row reboot. By the way, I had tried the Saints Row reboot when it was free on PlayStation, and only because it was free. And I downloaded it and I tried it, and I'm not even kidding, guys. I shut that fucking game off in I think 13 minutes. I remember looking down at the time and realizing that barely any time passed. I think it was 13 minutes. I shut the fucking game down. I'm like, bro, this is trash. This is literal trash. What? This is not Saints Row. What the fuck is this? Could not believe it, bro. Could not believe how bad it was. It was so bad. And I had even more patience because I got it for free. So I was like, all right, I'll push through a little bit. Nope. I did that opening mission and I was like, dude, if this is the game's precedent, no, thank you. I'm good. So no, we don't need a prequel. I highly doubt they're going to go back to the roots. Tiger King says more trash than Star Wars. You talk about Disney Star Wars, obviously, then yeah, I would say so. Dare I say I would rather watch a trash Disney Star Wars movie than play that fucking awful game. That I'm not even kidding. And that's saying a lot. Because you guys know I don't fucking watch Disney Star Wars. So pretty fucking bad. Pretty bad. Let's get into it. Let's keep going. We got now this is kind of sad, bro, to see people just out here begging for people to play this game. Did this game launch yet? I don't think this game launched. Did Possessor launch? Let me see. Let me check Steam DB. I don't think so. Possessor. Let's see. Not yet. Okay. So yeah, I know I love Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 4. Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 4 were by far my favorites. Love them. Lots of fun. I still remember the ending sequence where I Need a Hero was playing. It was I need a hero. And meanwhile I'm running around with a fucking purple dildo just meleeing people. It was hilarious, bro. Some of the greatest times ever. And then we got the reboot. And then my soul died. So there you go. As players debate whether to purchase Possessors after Heart Machine lays off staff a week before launch, its creators and publisher respond as a developer who is slated for layoffs. Please buy this game. Please buy our game. We're dying. Don't buy our game because it's a good game that you're going to have fun with. Buy our game because we want to stay alive. We don't have subsidization anymore. We don't have government money too easily anymore. If nobody does this, I really just wasted 3 damn years of my life. Wow, bro. You know, I don't know if it's me. Maybe it's me. I have no idea. But no matter how bad things get, I would never beg people to bail me out. I've just never been like that. Things have gotten bad in life multiple times. And I always figure out a way to get out of it. Like, I can't imagine. And listen, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. But you're not asking for help. You're asking for a bailout. And there's a difference, in my opinion, right? You're asking for a bailout. Let's see what they're saying. It's a messy time over at Heart Machine, developer of the beloved, Hyperlight Drifter. The developer of the beloved. Did you say beloved? Beloved by who? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this beloved by? And this was the better game. Notice how they didn't mention a new one? Hyperlight Breaker? Gee, why didn't you mention Hyperlight Breaker? Could it be because, damn!
Holy shit.
Notice how they didn't mention Hyperlight Breaker? I wonder why you didn't mention that. Bro, amazing. Anyway, let's go back to the article. Funny how you don't mention the game that came out recently. You only mention the game that came out later because it sold more copies. Developer of the beloved Hyperlight Drifter and its ill-fated hack-and-slash successor, Hyperlight Breaker. The latter debuted to mixed Steam reviews and muted sales when it carved its way into early access back in January, resulting in layoffs at Heart Machine and work on Hyperlight Breaker to cease prematurely. But it seems this wasn't enough to right Heart Machine's ailing vessel, as the studio began a second round of layoffs late this week. This time, the cuts were focused on the team creating the side-scrolling action-adventure Possessor, occurring less than a fortnight before the game is due to launch. The combined layoffs have led some players to question whether to continue supporting Heart Machine financially. In a Steam discussion, user Adam posted it is hard to support developers when they can no longer see a cent from a game. This was apparently posted in response to the initial round of layoffs, but other users began to debate whether developers who've had their job working on Possessor Cut would see a return for their efforts. I have no intention of giving money to a company that thanked them for their work by kicking them out before the game even launched, commented user in Remote. I hope they realize that the developers don't even see the money anyway. Like the studio sees the money. The developers get paid a salary, and now they redeem too expensive because the studio is not making enough money. So in theory, yes, the developer will see the money that you spend, but it's only going to be in their salary and their continued employment. That's basically it. But because you guys are not buying the games that you say you want, that results in the layoffs of people that you claim to care about. You claim to love these developers and their progressive politics and how amazing they are and how they work with SBI and how Sweet Baby Inc. is so important for what they do. You claim to love these people, but you don't actually support anything that they actually put out. The games that you support is the games that everybody else is buying anyway. It's amazing. These are the games that you should be supporting if you want stuff like this, because these are developers that don't have mass appeal. So you need to be the ones to support the game as much as possible, but you don't. That's the sad part. Then he says, eventually these queries prompted responses from representatives at Heart Machine and Possessor publisher Devolver Digital. From Devolver, community strategist Harris Forster said that the publisher was saddened to hear the news of layoffs at Heart Machine, while also clarifying the situation regarding compensation for employees laid off from their roles on Possessor. Heart Machine has confirmed to all of us that all revenue share eligible team members who contributed to Possessor will continue to receive their share. That's bullshit. He then quoted Heart Machine's creative and design director Alex Preston, who confirmed that team members scheduled to receive profit share will do so regardless of if they are no longer here or remain at the studio. Later in the thread, Possessor narrative director Tyler Hutchinson chimed in. Initially, this was to dismiss a suggestion that Heart Machine had hired consulting firms like Sweet Baby Inc. to work on the project, which would be nothing out of the ordinary, even if they had. Oh my God, bro. So now they're trying to denounce the partnership with SBI. I didn't even realize that they did this. That is hilarious. So they worked with SBI on Hyper Light Breaker, but now with Possessor, they try to tell everybody that they did not work with SBI. Please do not attribute the hard work of everyone on this team to other people. Hutchinson wrote, we did not use any consulting companies to make this story. All of the writing in this game comes from me, our other writer, and team members who wanted to collaborate. Wow. Denouncing Sweet Baby Inc. Not by name, of course. Of course, not by name. They're never going to do it by name. But denouncing Sweet Baby Inc. Now, that is interesting to me. Wow. There you go. Following this, Hutchinson urged fans to purchase Possessor despite the layoffs, which include him. As a developer who is slated for layoff, please buy this game, he wrote. Hutchison then laid out his case for why players should pick up Possessor, starting with the effort he and his teammates have put into the project. I view video games as modern-day cathedrals. It's the culmination of hundreds and thousands of hours of work, he wrote. We make games because we want people to play them and have fun. If no one does this, I really just wasted 3 damn years of my life. Hutchison also pointed out that Devolver had been a great publisher to work with and were not in any way responsible for Heart Machine's woes. I think they have gone above and beyond to support the project and the dev team. Finally, he noted that if Possessor sells well, that will help support developers even if they are no longer at Heart Machine, and not just due to the profit share. Potential employers and publishers and Nepo babies with too much money, oh my God, of course, will be like, oh, you worked on Possessors? That game made $1 bajillion. Please have a stable job with my company. Said nobody ever. Said nobody ever, by the way. So, guys, man, let me finish this. Possessors launches on November 11th. While we haven't had a chance to test it prior to launch, Ted Litchfield attended a hands-off demo back in April and came away optimistic. The thing that got me most excited in the hands-off demo was the look of Possessor's environments. He wrote back in April, Search Metroid action videos can often have this really abstract feel to their side-scrolling levels, while Possessor, starting destroyed office building, actually feels like a real place that I was getting a dollhouse view of. Guys, listen, man. I find it amazing that there are developers out there that will literally beg you to buy their game for any other reason other than to save their job and to save their studio. And the truth is that if people wanted to buy your game, they would, right? If your trailer sold them, that would be enough. That would be enough. But the truth is that it doesn't, right? Just because you don't work with SBI anymore, it doesn't mean that you are not a studio that doesn't think or believe in the same principles that SBI did. Right. And judging from the artwork and judging from the way the game looks, I think it's safe to say that you probably believe pretty much everything that SBI believed. So even though you publicly denounced them, but you didn't name them by name, which I, again, find to be hilarious, I don't think that's enough for people to look past it and say, you know what, we'll give you a chance. Right. Why don't you put effort into making a really banger fucking trailer? Like, did you guys put out a banger trailer? Let's see the efforts of your resolve. Let's see if the amount of effort that you put into begging people to buy your game. Let's see if this is something that, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Let's copy and paste this. Possessors. Let's see. Did you make a trailer? Let's see if this is something that is worthwhile. I'm gonna give you an equal opportunity. All right, something that you can't say for the people who are asking you currently for a free review code in your DMs and pretending like they support you. Let's check this out. Here we go. This is Possessors, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Alex Preston, game director for Possessors. It's the next game from our studio, Heart Machine, known for the Hyperlight series. We're finishing up work on Possessors ahead of the launch and wanted to tell you all about it. Possessors is a search action game set in a quarantined city. After an interdimensional meltdown, it's been overrun with otherworldly horrors. You play as a high school student, Luca, who struck a deal with one of the creatures, a demon named Rem, in a last-ditch effort to survive. Rem was tortured by Aggradine, the energy company that owns the city. Aggradine's dirty secret is that their breakthrough energy resource comes from the life force of demons like Rem. So Luca and Rem need to work together and fight their way out.
Luca has a lot of unusual weapons at her disposal. You'll be able to knock out demons with all sorts of surprisingly deadly makeshift weapons, like a computer mouse, guitar, and a pair of cool sunglasses. Taking inspiration from fighting games like Smash, players can juggle enemies.
Smash has been confirmed to be in the game. You heard it. They took inspiration from Smash. There you go. Congratulations to Smash JT. They put you in the game, man. Good job.
And use elaborate directional combos that chain together and really bring the pain. Luca is a survivor. And
why does this guy sound like he's getting off on this? He's like, they're really going to bring the pain. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to bring the pain. That's right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's bring the pain. We love Luca. Yeah.
She'll scavenge all sorts of secondary weapons like a cell phone, leather gloves, and the always stylish katana to destroy whatever is in her way. As Luca's powers increase, she'll also learn new moves to access hidden pathways and secret places. Luca will learn.
That's right. Luca. Luca can use a whip. You like that whip, don't you? Oh, yeah. I know you do. Why don't you whip that thing around? Whip it around. See how far you can go. That's right.
To wall run, smash floors, swing on a whip of demonic energy, and more.
That's right. It's a whip of demonic energy. Oh, yeah.
She'll use these elegant and athletic moves to find valuable upgrades and resources all over the city.
As Luca and Rem explore Sanzu City, Luca will learn about horrors Rem experienced while Agrodine treated him like a living battery. Meanwhile...
Is that my bed voice? No, not at all. Not at all. Unless you want it to be.
Rem will learn about what it's like to be a human by witnessing Luca's unpleasant memories growing up in a city.
So right off the bat, I have zero interest. I'm not going to lie. I have zero interest. And it's sad because, like, so the combat doesn't look so horrible. It looks pretty typical for games like this. But where they're losing me is in the art style. Number one, the art style is pretty fucking atrocious. Number two, the characters just seem pretty damn boring. This honestly looks like a TikTok girl's fantasy list of characters where it's a bunch of men with horns. That's basically it. A bunch of demon men, you know, where I guess she wishes she could get like fucked by them or something like that. And not only that, the story just sounds bland. I don't know. Like it just sounds fucking bland. I really, this is what I mean. Like, okay, so I understand this is more of like a developer diary style trailer. That's fine. Whatever, you could do that. Is there another trailer for this game? I don't know. Let me see. Because that developer diary trailer is fucking trash, bro. Please give me something more entertaining. The most entertaining thing was the deep voice guy. What's this? Okay, I think this is more of a straight up trailer. Here we go. Let's see what we got. What's the music to this? Oh my god, I feel like I'm watching Twilight. I will say that trailer was infinitely better than whatever the fuck we just watched before. But the thing is, you ended it before the beat dropped. Like that was a song that was slowly getting more and more hyped, and I was like, okay, starting off slow, but we're gonna have a delivery, right? We're gonna have a delivery, right? No, all we got was a fucking title. God damn, man. You see what I mean? If they were to put their energy, instead of begging people, if they were to put their energy into actually delivering a hype trailer that would get people interested in this game instead of showcasing its, showcasing to be a fucking fan fiction Twilight with a bunch of demons. What's next? He's gonna go outside and start sparkling until he explodes. Fucking hell, bro. Like, I don't know if it's made by women. I don't think this game was made by a lot of women from the sounds of the developers. But I think this is one of those games that have an art style that is meant for gay men and women. That's really what it is. This game is designed both in sound and look and feel to advertise to gay men and women. Whenever you have this kind of art style, this is usually the kind of art style that you find in video games like, Lost Bloom and Rage, that kind of shit, And it's sad because sometimes there are some games out there that use this art style that is actually pretty good. But those games were from, a long time ago. It's few and far between now. This art style has been adopted by all the, interesting people out there, let's just say. So, kind of sad. But this is where we're at. So, I think they definitely need to work on their trailer if they're going to attract people instead of begging people to please buy their game. How are people going to buy this game if again, bro, look who is playing this game right now. This is live right now on Steam.
So part of the skill of the game is, inching your way forward and revealing more of the map, learning what it is to overcome the challenges. And sometimes that means dying. So definitely the game expect to die. I would say don't expect to die hundreds of times.
So you got an effeminate man and you got a woman talking about this game. Of course, bro. Like, literally. He looks gay. I don't know if he actually is gay, but he sounds and looks gay. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a game that is made by gay men and women. For gay men and women. I don't know, bro. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. If you're gonna be putting out games like this, you need to advertise to the majority. I'm not saying you have to ignore the minority, but goddamn, man, you need to advertise to the majority if you want better numbers. Because how many games is it going to take for you guys to realize that unfortunately you just don't have the support that you need in order for the studio to survive? You guys have been flopping left and right. You're about to have another flop. I guarantee you this game flops. I guarantee you this game does not do gangbuster numbers. And if it does, I'll be highly shocked. And then they're going to run into another scenario where it's like, okay, you're going to have to lay off more people now. Anyway, let's continue. All right, let me X that out. Let me X out the Golden Joysticks Awards. Possessor. Okay, Arc Raiders really quick. Really fast story with Arc Raiders. If you guys are not playing Arc Raiders, I found this to be hilarious once I found out about this. Okay. So apparently Arc Raiders is returning loot to players who get killed by cheaters. And they say we're committed to building an environment where gameplay is about skill, teamwork, and fun. So somebody uploaded a screenshot on X showcasing this right here. Your items were lost due to unfair play, but we managed to get them back for you. They're now available for you to claim and take with you on your next journey topside. We're committed to building an environment where gameplay is about skill, teamwork, and fun, not unfair advantages. Thank you for being part of this mission. Together, we're building Arc Raiders into a fair and fun experience for everyone. That is fucking awesome, in my opinion. That's not something that happens at all, considering, but it is damn near hilarious, by the way. Let's see. Wait, what? You still call it a flop like the Outer Worlds 2? It's overwhelmingly positive. Set 77% positive. 77% positive. 77% positive. It's been going down. It's been going down. 18,251. I mean, not bad if your budget wasn't 100 million. So, like, I wouldn't call this overwhelmingly, right? Like, so overwhelmingly would be like 90% plus, if not a little bit higher than that. So, like, if you have access to like any numbers that would help us, you have access to any numbers that would help us maybe get some clarification, or no? Do you have anything? Sweet Maddie, do you have anything real quick? Sweet Maddie, hello, sir, ma'am, it. Where'd you go? He says what? I'm just asking. Like what? Where is the? I'm confused. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. All right. Hello? No. All right. Consoles exist, Hypno? Oh, that's right. Consoles exist. Gotcha. So this game that sold probably like what would you say, like 150,000 copies on Steam, maybe? Actually, no, not even. Not even. Probably more like, if you would take the middle number, let's say 110. 110,000 copies on Steam. So usually I take that number, double it for console, right? So let's say it's at 200 some odd thousand copies so far after a few days of being out. For a game that has like $100 million budget, maybe a little bit less than that. You know what I'm saying? Is it on Game Pass? Yep. Yep, it is. It is. You know what else was on Game Pass? The first game. Just an FYI. I don't know if you guys knew that. By the way, this game, Outer Worlds 2, that hit 18,251 players on Steam, when there's more PC players now than there ever was when Outer Worlds 1 came out. It did less in the Outer Worlds 1, and just like fun fact about the Outer Worlds 1, it wasn't even out on Steam on day one, by the way. It wasn't even out on Steam on day one. It came out way later on Steam, and it still did better numbers with less players available on the platform than the Outer Worlds 2 did with more players on the platform in a day one release on Steam. So not only that, the majority of the sales that it got, which is about 1.5 million on Steam, was had around the price of like $10. Right? So did he even say anything after I like asked him questions? I don't think he answered any questions. He didn't answer any questions. It was an exclusive on PC at first. Yeah. Yeah, and then eventually it came out on Steam, and then it still did better numbers in the second game. He came, derailed the stream, and left. Oh, this is not derailing. I have a great time doing this. Maddie, you good, bro? You good, bro? He's too busy telling his parents Hypnotic said his name on stream. Best day of his life. Probably. You know, secretly, I think that's what these people want. Like, they want their names said live. You think they want their name said in the deep voice? I could do it. Maddie. Maddie. ¿Qué tú haces, Maddie? Where are you? Speak up. Don't be shy. Let's look at your channel activity, Maddie. Let's look at your channel activity. Maddie commented on the birthday stream. Maddie donated $5 to me on the birthday stream. And he said, creative spaces attract outcasts and outcasts get bullied. And people that get bullied and didn't learn from it are usually left-leaning or juggalos. Pick a lane, Maddie. Pick a lane. What's going on? Say Metal Gear? Metal Gear. Maddie. Where you at, Maddie? Come on. I can see your entire history in one literal comment. Where are you? Maddie. Maddie. Don't do that, Maddie. Stop it, Hypno. You're alerting the guards. My snake is solid. Say Otacon? Otacon. There you go. He's chilling with Endor. Is someone getting felted? Hypno was David Hayter this whole time. Hypnotic in bed. Yo, Hypno, please say, do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? From Clint Eastwood. There you go. There you go. Shout out. Great Snake voice. Thank you. I wasn't even trying to do Snake, by the way. I wasn't even trying. I was literally just copying the voice of the person who was who was on that trailer. Say Skag. Skag. There you go. Smash JT says, what is your source? All the sources. All the sources. I got a chubby chub. Oh, come on, guys. It's not that good. Come on. Come on, relax. Relax. It's not that good. Hypno for voice actor of the year. Yes, vote for me right now. Do it right now. Metal Gear Hypnotic. The other voice was way too soy to imitate. Hypnotic goon voice. Short when. Hypnotic has a great snake. I was laughing too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The goon voice. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Should I read every Red Boy in that voice now? That's going to be a thing. Some dude says, stop. It's starting to be odd. Stop it. No, it's not. No, it's not. You guys are making me blush. Wait, I think I have a blushing emoji. Do I? Do I have a blushing emoji? Nope. That's sad. Nope. That's a question mark. Nope. That's angry. That's nervous. Do I have a blushing emoji? I don't think... do I? No. Just nervous. There you go. Say wubba dub dub. Wubba lubba dub dub. Is that what you want me to say? Wubba lubba dub dub. There you go. You just came? Nice. Make Snake yell Hypno instead of Liquid? No. My left hand is getting tired, Hypnotic? Smash JT says, my source is I made it the fuck up. Sounds about right. So, Hypno, what are you doing later? ASMR hypnosis. That's another tier for Hypno, Snake Voice Hypno. That's amazing. The stream got sidetracked. Sure did. It sure fucking did. Hypno is game of the year. Good Rick voice, too. Hypno is dummy thick. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Enough. I haven't even seen... He hasn't even commented. I haven't seen him not once. Maddie, why'd you leave, Maddie? Come on. Why'd you leave me? We're friends. You like my channel. You comment all the time. God damn it. Anyway. All right, boys, let's fucking go. Let's do this shit, man. What were we talking about now? Arc Raiders? Yeah, so that's pretty based. That's pretty fucking based. Arc Raiders is pretty fucking based, by the way. And I hope that more games... I hope more games do this. Because, you know, it's one thing to like ban people. It's one thing to ban people, but it's another thing to actually make it right for the person that was affected. So that's fucking badass. And I wanted to just give him credit for, you know, for doing the right thing. I think that's awesome, man. I think that's awesome. All right, let's continue. So we got Square Enix. Let's talk about Square Enix. Square Enix, Bandai, and other Japanese studios demand open AI and says stop using their content without permission. Drop a not too subtle hint about legal trouble if it doesn't, right? So, it's crazy, man. These Japanese companies are really out here trying to do literal lawfare. I don't know if they got inspired by Nintendo. I'm really not sure. And I know Square Enix has definitely sued people in the past, but it seems like all of them are trying to come down hard, pause, by the way, on OpenAI, that they're threatening lawsuits as much as possible. And Square Enix is one of them. Bandai Namco is another one. Let's see who else is involved in this supposed lawsuit nonsense. Japan's Content Overseas Distribution Association has noticed that an awful lot of what comes out of Sora 2 closely resembles Japanese content or images. The Content Overseas Distribution Association, a Japanese industry group whose members include Square Enix, Bandai Namco, From Software parent Katakawa Corporation, and Cygames, has issued a formal notice to OpenAI demanding that it stop using its members' content to train its Sora 2 video generation tool without permission. In a way, it feels like this was bound to happen. The day after Sora 2, the latest iteration of OpenAI's text-to-video technology, went live. PC gamers Jess Kinghorn described the system as capable of spitting out all of the soulless AI-generated Studio Ghibli-style animation one could ever want. Just a few days later, someone posted a Sora 2 generated video of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman standing in a field with frolicking Pokemon, saying, "I hope Nintendo doesn't sue us."
I hope Nintendo doesn't sue us.
So good. Let's fucking go. Let's go, man. Coda has confirmed that a large portion of content produced by Sora 2 closely resembles Japanese content or images. The org said in a written request to OpenAI via video, what is that? Game developer? Coda has determined that this is a result of using Japanese content as machine learning data. In cases as with Sora 2, where specific copyrighted works are reproduced or similarly, I can't even say that word, generated as outputs, Coda considers that an act of replication during the machine learning process may constitute copyright infringement. No legal action has been taken at this point, but Coda gently hinted that it's not above such things if push comes to shove. According to media reports, it has been stated that Sora 2 responds through an opt-out system based on requests from copyright holders. However, under Japan's copyright system law, prior permission is generally required for use of copyrighted works, and there is no system allowing one to avoid liability for infringement through subsequent objections. So this is basically, I don't know where Sora 2 is located. I don't know where their home, whatever you call it, their home base. I don't know where it's located. If it's in Japan, they're going to be royally fucked, although I highly doubt it. But I guess we'll see, man. We'll see what happens from here. But as I mentioned many times before, it's only a matter of time, boys. The legal nuke is about to be dropped on all of these AI companies that are taking it really far. It's only a matter of time. It is going like all of these studios, not just Japanese either. A lot of these studios are going to nuke the fuck out of these companies, and they're going to try to take them for everything they're worth. They just are. That's what's going to happen. So it is literally only a matter of time. Whether or not they win, that's a whole nother conversation. But still, it's gonna come. It's gonna happen. And this is part of what happens when technology moves very quickly. When technology moves very fast, companies, they like it and they don't like it. In this case, they don't like the fact that it's moving so fast that they can't stop the generation of content that looks like theirs. But it just, think about it. The laws haven't even caught up to digital rights. Think about that. The laws have not even caught up to what you would consider to be digital rights, right? How many consumer rights have not been caught up to the digital age? A lot, which is why we have so many of these licensing lawsuits that are happening right now. Lawsuits with Ubisoft and the fact they're shutting down games. Stop killing games became a thing, So digital rights haven't even caught up for consumers, let alone fucking AI rights now. You think that's going to catch up anytime soon? Probably not. So we'll see what ends up happening. But in the meantime, obviously, Sora 2 is going to continue to do what they do because, well, they feel like they can. So it's up to a court of law to decide whether they can or they can't. Let's continue. I think we're ready for the main topics. I think we are. Yes, we are, boys. Yes, we are. Holy shit, that was amazing. Shout out to you guys. We got Odin Dark with a 2, hashtag justice for Gustav. Shout out to Odin Dark, man. We really need to get Gustav up there, bro. Verso should not be up there. It should be Gustav. What a legend. Lord Bowser for 2 months. Devs need to learn that they need to make what the customers want. If they want the transaction, nobody is owed money just because the game exists. Facts. Facts. Setsuna with a 2. They are coping. They are. They are. What happened to Gustav? Shit, what happened to Maddie? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Homeboy completely abandoned the ship the moment I called him out. And I just wanted to have a conversation. We got Fallen Angel Zera for 26 months of legendary status. He says, 26 months. This is my birthday week. Hope Hypno picks my waifu pick for Thursday, since it's on Friday. If I could get a birthday waifu pick. Also, Meowdy. Shout out to you, bro. Happy early birthday. And we'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Trey Burke called it with a 2. Snake. Merle. Dem cheeks are dummy thick. Facts. Absolutely. Shout out to Trey Burkholter. Thank you, bro. And then we got, let's see. On Rumble, we got Abhorrent Soul with a 5. Hypnotic, stop taking Smash JTs. It's borderline hilarious. Yeah. Nope. Just take his wallet. Smash JT is lame and gay. Damn, bro. Smash getting fucking strays from Rumble. Crash Colin gifting a membership all on his own. Shout out to Crash Colin. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then we got Justin with a 2. The artwork and gameplay looks like the game where the people of color were stealing artifacts from museums for contents or continents of color. Oh, Relooted. Yeah, it does. It looks like a 2D version of Relooted. Abhorrent Soul gifting a membership. Shout out. Appreciate that. And then DJ Conic for $1. Sora 2 is in the USA, specifically San Francisco, California. Oh, yeah. So they're probably going to think they could get away with anything. Yeah, nothing's going to happen anytime soon. I don't think so. Even if they do launch a lawsuit anytime soon, it's going to take a year before it's even fucking remotely progressing. These lawsuits take forever. So thank you so much, DJ Conic. I appreciate that. All right, boys, we are fully caught up to everything. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. We are going to talk about EA, specifically EA right now. Let's cover that and see what we got going on with that entire debacle with EA. Let's switch over to video recording, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, the whole thing with EA, just to give you guys some context before we continue, the whole thing with EA and them being bought out by the Saudis has caused quite the stir amongst the wokies. They don't like it. They're very scared right now. They're very nervous. And it's all because they don't want their beautiful DEI to go away, right? For the people who claim that it's not a big deal, it surely is a big deal when the thought of it going away comes around, right? But EA has been in damage control, and EA likes to include DEI nonsense in some of their games, some more than others. And The Sims is one of the predominant ones that they do it in. It's probably the majority of it, to be honest with you. But they're coping and seething because they're hoping that it doesn't go away. Well, obviously, anybody who knows anything knows that when the Saudis buy EA, and they will, I think this is absolutely going to go through, you could pretty much kiss that shit goodbye, right? For the most part. Except for The Sims, because they're going to convince, you know, somebody over there is going to convince the Saudis that The Sims has to have it in order to stay profitable. And I think that's relatively true. I think The Sims is one of those games that with the woke shit, it's basically a majority female audience. So the woke shit absolutely is profitable over there. But that's few and far between, right? That's not every IP. That's not every game. But aside from that, I think they're going to get rid of it for pretty much everything. So regardless, we're going to talk about this and cover this because according to the OG Sim director, they said that diversity isn't just critical. It's existential for the business, in that love is love and people are people. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go over this. We're going to talk about this. Let's see what's going on with this and have a conversation. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about electronic arts and how people, certain people, are coping and seething quite a bit because obviously everybody knows that EA has announced that they are going to be bought out by Saudi Arabia for a massive amount of money, $55 billion, if I remember correctly. Now, with all this being said, people think that the purchase of EA from Saudi Arabia is going to magically make DEI get erased from the company. And that very well may be true, but not for all of their IPs, okay? The Sims is probably one of the only video games that EA has that is DEI truly focused, and it actually makes money for them. Other than that, probably not too many IPs, and that's because The Sims is majority woman-focused, and we all know how they tend to get down. I mean, at this point, they're voting for their own erasure, considering how the majority of women, unfortunately, do support the trans ideology and the erasure of biological women from all natural forms of life. But with all that being said, they are trying to do damage control by coming out here and saying the following. They're going to keep creative control if Saudi Arabia's sale goes through. Yes, they are trying to tell you that somehow by being bought out and going private, that they're still going to somehow keep creative control, even though the company is going to be private. I'm going to call complete bullshit on this because anybody who knows business knows at the moment you go private, all of that goes out the window. Okay. Yes, you can have a CEO. Yes, you can obviously have a chain of command and all that stuff. But if somebody doesn't like anything, they don't need any excuse. They could get rid of you immediately. I mean, they can even do that as a public company. So imagine what can happen with a private company, right? But I want to move over to this. I want to move over to this article from PC Gamer, okay, where it says after the Saudi-backed EA buyout, the OG Sims director says that diversity isn't just critical, that it is existential for the business, and that love is love, and people are people. This is coming from somebody with the name of Charles London, who worked on The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. And again, I want you guys to understand The Sims is literally that IP that when you think of like woke nonsense being put into a video game and it actually being successful, this would be it, right? There is almost nothing else in terms of saving grace for this game other than the nonsense that they put into it, right? The player base for The Sims loves this shit for the most part. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. It's very clear by how much money The Sims makes and what they put into it. The future of EA has looked, well, uncertain since it got picked up in the biggest leverage buyout in private equity history. Yeah, I want you guys to remember this. The biggest leverage buyout in private equity history. You really mean to tell me that they're going to have full creative control after being bought out for $55 billion? You really think that's going to happen? If you think that's going to happen, please let me know. I can sell you multiple bridges for very cheap. For one thing, it's now on the hook for $20 billion in debt. Again, $20 billion in debt. You think they have time to fuck around? That is half the amount of debt that Warner Brothers have. And look at what's happening with Warner Brothers. They're literally out here begging anybody to buy them and clear them of their debt. For another, the buyout came from a group of investors that included Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund and Affinity Partners founded by Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. LGBTQ people and women are generally face repression in Saudi Arabia, while Kushner, of course, has strong ties to a Trump administration, which has made attacking LGBTQ rights a cornerstone of its platform. Please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up. Please. Okay, you guys are completely full of shit. You have the same rights that everybody else has. The truth is that you just want more. That's really what it is. You want more rights. You don't want the same rights. You want more. The presence of such conservative elements in the EA buyout has more than made a few Sims fans worried that the state's involvement in EA might lead to a clampdown on the series' more diverse elements. That would be a terrible idea for a lot of obvious moral reasons, but one OG Sims designer via FRVR says that it will be existential for the business. Charles London, who worked as an art director on The Sims 1 and creative director on The Sims 2, says that representing same-sex relationships in the earlier games was everything for the series. I think it's existential for the business, right? It is certainly for society. I think it's incredibly important for there to be a mainstream beloved brand that says love is love and people are people. Guys, again, for the people who swear that politics, shouldn't be in video games. The people who are mad currently that Halo has been co-opted by the U.S. government to make a meme for everybody to laugh at while not actually putting any politics from Trump into the game itself. But, they can't tell the difference, apparently. These people can't understand. To them, it's the same or worse when a meme is made versus when it's actually in the game. But again, it's all about the politics they agree with being put into video games. Love is love and people is people. I've heard some very interesting people say love is love. I'm sure you guys can understand, what I'm referring to. It starts with a P. But anyway, it's also the spirit of embracing all humanity that allows The Sims to be universally appealing, says London. Whether the audience be young, old, male, female, gay, straight, other, right? American, Iranian, whatever. I like how you specifically start off with the young. That's the first thing you think about. Representing as much of humanity as possible is what let The Sims create an empathetic and emotional connection to that game. Among players, says London, it's not that there's so many pants you can dress them in. Though, to be fair, London does acknowledge the sheer volume of pants options is also an important part of the appeal. London reckons that a world in which EA chucked LGBT players under the bus is a world in which EA is doomed. When we are in reactionary periods, to have stalwart, beloved brands that are capable of sending this message is critical to society. But it's also critical that those brands keep the faith, because if they don't, they're going to stop being brands and they lose the ability to appeal to wide groups of people. Now, in terms of money overall, I got to imagine that The Sims is probably one of the lowest on the totem poles in terms of money makers for EA. Every time I see reports come out from their investor calls or whatever, or their earnings reports, I never really see The Sims at anywhere near the top. Right, like there's other games out there that they make way more money for EA than The Sims. The Sims is just one of those like consistent franchises that will always keep making the same money from the wokies that play it. But other than that, it's never really up there. Right, their sports games are up there in terms of money making. Right, their sports games make an insane amount of money. Battlefield is going to be up there now with making them an insane amount of money. It's never really going to be about The Sims. The Sims is just consistently average at that point compared to anything else. In London's recollection, it was this kind of thinking that led to same-sex relationships being incorporated in the original Sims games. He says Maxis wasn't a band of fearless social revolutionaries, but that when it came to sexuality, we realized that we had to implement it in the game in order for these little humans to be little humans. We choose the option that was both technically simpler, but also the one where we could look at ourselves in the mirror. Oh my God, bro. These people really make it all about themselves. They truly do. Like, this is like, for them, this is their entire identity. This is their entire lives. This is their entire being. This is why they exist. And then when you tell them this, they look at you and they say, well, you're lying. You're gaslighting. It's like, bro, no, we're not. This is literally everything you guys talk about. This is everything that you are. And then you project and you claim that, oh, those chuds, all they talk about is being anti-black and anti-gay and all that. So it's like, bro, you guys are such a group of narcissists. It's absolutely insane. And then you project on everybody else when people are trying to have conversations from all aspects of gaming. You want to make it all about how many dicks you could take in the ass. It's insane, man. So he hopes, of course, that those kinds of choices being made, and he sounds relatively optimistic. That includes not just sexuality, it includes body image. Okay, so you got to make sure everybody's fat, or you got to make sure that there's trans scars, right? It includes race, and it includes a choice of clothing. It includes a choice of architecture, the choice of job, structure, all the magnificent diversity of actual human life. And this is something that the team, I think, deeply understands. Deeply understands. Dude, seriously, like your whole fucking life is this. Your whole entire life is DEI. I don't understand. I will never understand. This is somebody who is brown. I will never, ever truly understand. So in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I find all of this to be hilarious because they just seem to believe that the moment the Saudis take over, that DEI is going to go away. And I find it hilarious that they believe this, right? Considering that they usually tend to advocate for other countries that are not the U.S. again, right? They tend to advocate. These are the people who are always like free Palestine and all this shit, right? But then the moment the Saudis want to come around and buy EA and take it over, now they're like, no, this is not good for us. They hate us. They don't like us. It's like, bro, are we being serious right now? So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen from Saudi Arabia taking over EA? Do you think DEI is going to go away completely? Do you think The Sims is suddenly going to become straight only? Because I don't believe that. But do you believe that? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Gunnar Dama says, I hope. It's not happening, bro. The Sims is not going to suddenly become unwoke just because Saudi Arabia takes over. I don't believe it's going to happen. Now, they may take away some of the extremities. They might take away like the trans scars or something like that. But, you know, I don't think like the gay relationship is going to go away or anything like that. I just don't think it's going to happen. So, all right. Let's honestly, I'm running out of time tonight. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the Ghost of Yotei story. I really am. I'm going to skip the Ghost of Yotei story. What I will do is give you a little sneak peek. I'll probably cover it tomorrow because I want to stream tonight. I want to play some games. So if I could save myself some time, that would be beneficial. But here's what I'll do. I'll share this screen really quick. So Game Informer put out an article. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Game Informer put out an article where they're literally saying Ghost of Yotei's Fox puzzles think I'm stupid, right? So they're openly admitting that people... they're openly admitting that the game is, you know, treating you like you're retarded. And it's funny because they put this out on X, right? They put this out on X and they make sure to say opinion because, you know, people are about to roast him for it, I'm sure. Sucker Punch very deliberately and directly holds my hand, signposting the way forward as if the game has already decided that I'm too stupid to possibly ever figure any of this out myself. Now, don't get me wrong, Sucker Punch is probably right, okay? They're most likely right. And Demion says, and so it begins. So the reason why he's saying this is because it's true. It ends up being a thing where at first every single fucking website does universal praise for games like this, right? When it first comes out. And then a couple of weeks pass, and then what happens? Slowly but surely, the truth starts coming out, where they start saying certain things about the game that the chuds were saying. But they don't want to say it at the same time the chuds are saying it. They want to let it blow over, and then they want to copy and paste what the chuds were saying the entire time. And that's exactly what's happening here, right? Same thing happened with Veilguard. Same thing happened with Shadows. It started being, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, you know what? The story's actually not that great. Or the characters are actually not that great. Or you know what? The writing's actually not that great. And then the truth starts coming out little by little. And then before you know it, you realize it's a failure. The chuds were right. And they want to pretend like it never happened. It's the same thing that's happening here with Ghost of Yotei. So I was going to cover this, but I'm going to skip this for today. I'll cover it tomorrow, most likely, and have a conversation with that because I need to get into the waifu battle. And I really want to do some streaming tonight. So that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. For those of you that are not going to hang out for the waifu battle, I genuinely appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the snake voice. Maybe I'll do the entire waifu battle on the snake voice. That might be interesting. We'll see how good the waifu battle performs. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys again. For those that are not sticking around, and for those that are, let's have a good time. Let's do the waifu battle, and let's go. All right, boys, Waifu Battle is here. Now, if you guys missed the last Waifu Battle, we crowned a brand new champion. A brand new champion, ladies and gentlemen, who is none other than Ayuko, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Brand new waifu, brand new champion. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, with all that being said, we are going to introduce another brand new waifu today to see if she could take down Ayuko and take the belt away from her. So let's go over the rules. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion who is Ayuko, or you can vote for the challenger who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, After the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I don't think we understand the rules. All right, boys. Today's waifu is going to be an interesting one, okay? It's going to be an interesting one. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. It seems like the voting has slowed down quite a bit in the waifu battle because people only want me to bring up the same waifus that we view all the time. But I refuse to do that, and I want to use new waifus. Even if people don't vote, it is what it is, okay? So I'm going to bring out another new waifu. This one in particular, I hope people will like. I hope people will enjoy. And we'll see how she can go up against Ayuko. Can she win? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger that is going to go up against Ayuko is going to be none other than the one and the only. And I don't know how to pronounce her name, so you guys can go yell at me in the comments. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to say Chitose. I could be wrong. Chitose, maybe. I don't know how to say the name. Maybe. Maybe. From Super Robot Wars V, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Ayuko? Or is it going to be Chitose? Again, I don't know how to say her name. Or Chitos? I have no idea. I don't know how to say the name. I don't know how to say the name. You thought I watch anime, bro? Again, I don't know how many times I have to tell people I don't watch anime. Very rarely do I ever watch anime. I only ever read manga, which means that how I pronounce it in my head is how it is. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Not even close. Damn! All right, well, I flopped. It is what it is. All I know is she's got mega titties, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, boys. The names are on the bottom. The names are on the bottom. Chai Toast. That's how you say her name? Chai Toast. Chai Toast. Fake weeb. I'm definitely not a fake weeb. Chai Toast. The chick with the big gun. Crash Collins with a 5 on Rumble says Chai Toast. Damn, them guns. Katakoli says no. Oh. Chai Toss. There you go. I'm just going to say Chai Toast. That's what it is. That's what it is. Chai Toast. It is what it is. It is what it is. Chai Toast. Oh, Chitose? Chitose. That's how you say it? Oh, so I was fairly close. Come on, bro. I was fairly close. Chitose. 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 There you go. We got a $5 banger for Chitose. There you go. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 saying Chitose. Dang. The heart emojis. Oh, Chitosai is that how you say it? There you go. You gotta do real Japanese, right? Chitosai. Chitosai. Toradol with $1. Chitosai. You pronounce every vowel in Japanese. Do I speak Japanese, bro? Do I speak Japanese? I don't even speak Spanish half the time. You want me to speak Japanese? Not happening. Chitosai. We got Ali Kusanagi with a $20 banger. Saying Chitosai. That's how I'm going to say it now, just to annoy people. Thank you so much, Ali Kusanagi, for the $20 banger. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. BioT19 with a 5. Chitosai. She has the Super Milker Cannons. Very nice. Very nice. She does, by the way. She very clearly does. Randall Hess with a 10 says Chitosai. And then says, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Randall Hess. I appreciate that, bro. Legendary. Legendary. There are no votes for the current Waifu Battle champion, which means she will be banned if this continues. Mughal says, in your snake voice. How the fuck am I going to do that? Let's see. Cheeto-sai. There you go. Cheeto-sai. Cheeto-sai. There you go. I did it. I did it. Mommy Milka's right there. Absolutely. Built-in airbags. 100%. Protects her in every single crash. And we all know women crash their cars way more often. It's true. You need sauce on the champ? Do you? Do you? Nice, David Hayter. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wasn't what I was going for, but that's how it ended up, apparently. All right. Cheeto-sai is off the screen, and now it's time to bring out the current Waifu Battle champion, who is none other than Ayako. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be more of the classic waifu, Ayako? Or is it going to be Cheeto-sai because she has massive tits? Well, guess what? They both do. They both do. They both do. Does making that voice hurt your vocal cords? No. No. At least not from what I could see. Obviously, it could, but not from what I could see. Say it didn't go with Hawaiian pronunciation. Bro, that is way too difficult. I'm just gonna go with the Ubu style. Cheeto-sai! There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. That is the lore now. That is the lore. For science. Yes. Hey, good image. Thank you. They both got calcium cannons. They do. But this calcium cannon is about to be banned. She's about to be banned. It is so sad, man. So sad. And again, people wonder why I used to just use the same waifus all the time. It's like because nobody wants to vote for the new waifus. So I'm gonna start just using old waifus nonstop and make people fight for their loyalties. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. It is what it is. We got Fallen Angel with a 3 saying Ayako. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Shout out. Appreciate that, man. What is that? Lips kick? Are you kissing the legs? Are you kissing the legs? Chaotic Holy says smaller tits and thicker waist than Rixia Mao. Hypnotic. Look up Rixia Mao. Her titties are freakishly huge. Can't do it right now. We're doing the waifu battle, boys. Can't do it right now. We got Mr. Melancholy with a 2 saying, Ayako, shout out. She's $5 away from being saved from being banned. $5 away. The only waifu that has been banned so far, unfortunately, from the waifu battle is Jinx. She's the only one that's been banned. Quite sad, by the way. Quite sad. But you know what? It happens. It is what it is. It is what it is. It happens, you know? Nobody wanted to save her. And she became a banned waifu. R.I.P. to her. You thought Eve was banned? No, no, no. Eve was just sidelined for a while. I can help with that with $4.99. Says Ayako. She is 1 penny away from being saved. She is 1 penny away from being saved from being banned. Somebody donate a penny. Oh, even bigger than that. Wait, we got a fight going on right now. It went from being banned to almost tied. Our cuz with a $20 mega banger for Ayako. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. This got interesting. Everybody was asleep, but this got interesting. Right before the countdown, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here, boys. I'm curious. Oh, shit. This is not what I expected. All right. The final countdown. Who is going to win? It is literally anybody's game right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. The only super chat that came in during the final countdown. Wow, this was really insane. Is BioTWolf19 with a 10 saying, Chidosai. Our cuz was unfortunately just a little bit too slow with a 5 saying, Ayuko. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 24-hour Waifu Battle Marathon tournament when? Bro, people barely vote in the Waifu Battle anymore. Why would I do a 24-hour Waifu Battle Marathon? I'm about to cancel the Waifu Battle altogether. What are we talking about? BioTWolf, final super chat that counted for the 10. Thank you, brother. And Arcuz, thank you, bro, for the 5. Mods counted up because, honestly, it was so low, it could be anybody's game. I have no idea who won. I legit don't have any idea who won. I think it was Cheetos. Was it Cheetos? I don't know. It might be. Feed the ducks. Feed the ducks in the meantime. Feed the ducks and the Eagles over on Rumble. Let's go. Let's figure it out. In the meantime, I got to put the belt on Cheetos side just in case you won. Because I don't know who won. It could be anybody right now. It could be anybody right now. Let's see. Where you at, belt? There we go. Got it. When I start a 24/7 live channel, bro, come on. 24/7 live channel is insane. That is insane. Feed the turkey? Are we feeding the turkey? Is that what we're doing? You're not supposed to be touching the turkey, by the way. Just play past Hypnocast episodes? That's a lot of work. All right. Damn. We got Ayuko with $29.99 versus Chidosai with $47.04, which means the winner and the new Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Chidosai, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. And on that note, I'm sure there are some people coping and seething, but not too many.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Waifu Battle. Chidosai is going to go backstage. She will face off against another Waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it. It will not be a brand new Waifu. We're going to be bringing back all the popular Waifus to see if that helps spice up the Waifu Battle again. So all the new Waifus, unfortunately, are going to be gone for a while. R.I.P. new Waifus. Sorry, girls. Sorry, girls. You couldn't cut it. You couldn't cut it. All right, man. Listen, we're going to be doing a gaming stream hopefully tonight. So that's why I ended a little bit earlier today, because I want to get the editing done so I can go do some gaming tonight. So might even do some more Tormented Souls. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. It could be Arc Raiders. It could be Ball X Pit. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much. I genuinely appreciate all the support. Shout out to everybody who liked the stream, commented, spammed the chat, super chatted, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. But I am out. I am done. I am gone. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck in the undertone, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it again, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause it's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.